Exo Xiumin, latest victim to terrible idol yo-yo diet?
Anyone and everyone watching, this young lady right here live streaming to K-pop music right now in Florida on twitch.tv/HallyuBack. You guys know where to click. Go ahead and click it. Check out the K-pop music that's playing while you're painting. Who knows what you're painting?
I think I'm gonna be painting beach waves.
Follow her on Twitch. Exo Xiumin, who recently debuted with CBX just a couple of days ago, has admitted to some pretty unusual dieting techniques.
Yes. Now this particular diet that they're talking about is a diet that he did back in 2013, which was the sketchy, scary one, even though his current diet is still facing some criticism. He did it before EXO's Growl, and what he did was he ate every 2 days and he exercised in between, but he only ate one meal every 2 days. So basically he starved himself leading up to EXO's Growl's debut, and then when everything was said and done, he gained like 22 pounds back because he had totally killed his metabolism in starving himself.
It didn't say how long that he was dieting for, but it did say that he lost 10 kilograms, which is over 20 pounds. And then once the Growl's comeback happened, he gained it all back. And then I guess he did it again, lost all that weight and gained it all back again. I mean, when you look at the before and after photos of him, he looks super skinny, then he looks chubby in the face, or he just looks normal in the face and super skinny, or if you want to call the skinny his normal, then he looks normal and slightly chubby. But either way, in one of the before and afters, it looks like he's had plastic surgery. The difference is so profound. I want to talk a little bit about the pressure that he was probably under, or all those guys before Growl, for instance, were under. Trying to put myself in their shoes in some weird way. The stress of trying to look perfect for a music video shoot, for instance. I mean, those guys are really young. They're being told by much older people who you look up to, or at least you do whatever they say over there, more than you do here. I don't personally really know what that's like. I also have never shot a music video at their level, so I don't know what that's like either. I mean, none of us really, us or any of you guys watching, know what that's like unless you've debuted as an EXO member.
True, very true.
So connecting this to the diet that he was participating in, I sort of feel for him and understand why he did it, even though it doesn't look good and it's not healthy and no one would ever recommend doing that sort of thing. And not only do I feel for him, but I wonder if I would go through somewhat similar practice.
You can never know what you're going to do unless you're in the position, in the situation where you have to make that decision. And since that point in time, actually on October 26th, he was a guest star in an NBC music show called Star Show 360. He gave a warning to everyone, and he said, I quote, "Starving is the easiest way to lose weight, but you should never resort to that since it ruins your body," which he has experience with. And so he supposedly came up with a 4-hour starvation method of dieting, which is what he is doing now.
There was another thing he was quoted as saying, "I was 53 kg or 116 pounds when promoting Growl. I starved myself because I wanted to lose weight, ate once every 2 days, and only drank coffee." So the first thing I was wondering is, how tall is he? Because he's only 116 pounds? Like, that's how much you weigh. I mean, that's like stick thin.
Yeah, that's actually a little bit less than I weigh. So that's a little bit scary and a half.
Well, and he's 5'8" or 173 centimeters. So he's a little bit taller than me. That means he's just ultra thin when he lost all that weight.
And do you really find that attractive? I'm asking you guys, because do you really find somebody that skinny, that scrawny, very attractive? I find that very concerning and not very attractive at all.
Then when he did gain all that weight back, he was 138 pounds. Still not very heavy at all. Even though his face looks a little chubby. I mean, it doesn't look chubby, it just, compared to the other bloated, or I don't know, how would you...
It was probably bloated, and that makes sense because he killed his metabolism not eating, and in doing so, when it came back, it all came back in fat and water weight, and like his body was in starvation recovery mode. Like, it's trying to store as much as it can in order to save itself, because that's what he put it in, survival mode. Now the current diet that he is on, which he's eating every 4 hours, he eats a meal, like he wakes up, he exercises, and then he eats breakfast, and he waits 4 hours, and then he eats lunch, and then he waits 4 hours, and he eats dinner, I think is a much healthier option, even though he's technically still not doing it exactly right.
That's kind of what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, it's called a 3 to 4 hour diet, and you're supposed to eat 5 or 6 times a day.
Wow.
And so he's still technically not eating enough, actually 4 to 6 times a day. So he's only eating 3 meals, but it's supposed to help your metabolism, help reset it, and help it stay focused, continuing to burn the energy so that your body doesn't crash and store all that excess stuff as fat. Personally, this is the healthiest K-pop diet I think I have ever heard of, and
Which one? The before or the after?
No, the new 4-hour diet. I wish that he wouldn't have called it 4-hour starvation, because that sounds like it's really bad. But this actually sounds like a decent diet, and I'm happy for him, and I'm wondering why he is still facing criticism.
Comments, you guys. I know this isn't the newest information about his diet before Growl, which was several years ago, but it's still interesting because I heard that he did it more than once, so I'm just wondering what you guys think, and if you've ever dieted before.
Yes, and this new diet plan that he just revealed, what are your thoughts on this? I think this sounds fantastic.
Click the like button, you guys. Thank you so much for supporting us. Don't forget to subscribe for more HallyuBack news and hashtag BTS t-shirts. Link in the description. That's it. We're out of here. Hasta luego.
Bye!